So my top 10 goals during the 2024 MLS regular season for the Philadelphia Union. Just like I did my top 10 saves video, I look at when the goal was scored, what that eventually led to. Did it lead to a Union victory? Did it lead to a Union draw? I also look up the build-up play. I think for me, the build-up play was my most important factor into deciding my top 10 goals. Yes, the finishing is important, which played a factor as well, but the build-up play. We'll see me talking about some of that build-up play towards the end of the video. The Union did play beautiful soccer at times during the season. The summer, really, really bad stuff for the Union, and we talked about it a couple times during this video, but really, really promising stuff at moments in the season by the Union. A lot of beautiful soccer being played, and it's unfortunate that 2024 went the way that it did for the club, and here's hoping that 2025 is better, and you guys, the fans, are treated to better soccer for this upcoming season. And this will be the last time that we mention the 2024 season in videos. This will be the last time that we mention the 2024 season in articles. From here on out, we're focusing on 2025 as I'm recording this video on New Year's Eve. I hope you and your loved ones enjoy a happy, a cheerful, a more enjoyable 2025 season if 2024 was rough for you. And if it was a good 2024 season, I hope that 2025 is even better of a year for you. But regardless, here is my top 10 Philadelphia Union goals during the 2024 MLS regular season. So coming in at number 10 is Julian Carranza's goal versus New England Revolution back in May. And so right here, we're going to have Jack McGlynn on the ball. He's going to play this ball, cross into the 18-yard box towards the back post to Julian Carranza, who's streaking past Mark Anthony K here. And so Jack McGlynn not going to get closed down, has time, space, picks out the cross. Julian Carranza free at the back post, header into the back of the net. And it does feel a little bit strange that this is the only Julian Carranza goal on our top 10 list for the 2024 season. As we all know, Julian was sold during the summertime, and in 3 years' time, we're going to be looking back at Julian's time in Philadelphia Union and saying, wow, I can't believe we had this guy on the Union for how well I think he's going to play in Europe, whether that be with Feyenoord or with another team. But regardless, we'll see this once again. And so it's important to note that this play actually starts with Kai Wagner beating the right back Nick Lima of New England Revolution to this 50-50 ball in the air. We had Ryan Spalding sent off here, and so that was the left back for New England in this game. So New England down to 10 players. They go with a makeshift back line with only playing 3 in the back, and so Nick Lima goes up here for this 50-50 ball, loses out to it to Kai Wagner, and now that allows Jack McGlynn right there on the wing with the ball, nobody there closing him down. You can see the two center backs there for New England highlighted on the play. They're watching the run of Daniel Gazdag and Mikael Uhre, which means that Julian Carranza going to be free on that back post. Mark Anthony K, one of the midfielders for New England, had to have done a better job tracking Julian here. He does not. It's good awareness, great pass picked out by Jack McGlynn. Great header there by Julian Carranza to put the Union up 1-0 in this match. And it's a terrific header there by Julian, and really, really good pass here by Jack McGlynn. And the Union take advantage of the man advantage here, wound up beating New England Revolution in this game 3-0 as Julian Carranza gritties away. So goal number 9 comes courtesy by Nathan Harriel against Atlanta United back in September. And so Quinn Sullivan with the pass forward to Kai Wagner. Kai Wagner is going to cut this ball back to Nathan Harriel, who's highlighted there in your screen, completely unmarked. Kai with a touch, picks out Nathan Harriel, who finishes with the right foot. First time finish, beats Brad Guzan. Union found it difficult in this game to really generate any meaningful chances against Atlanta in this game. Brad Guzan came out with save after save after save, and this is the game, in my opinion, that started that hot run for Atlanta that eventually led to them getting into the playoffs with Brad Guzan just playing out of his mind in the games to come with so many saves, and made life difficult for the Union in this game. But actually, this play starts with Liam Flock, a player that a lot of fans were disappointed with his passing ability, and it's his forward pass into Quinn Sullivan that Sullivan goes to Kai Wagner, and Nathan Harriel finds himself well advanced for it. And it's a great finisher by the young right back. Good touch there by Quinn Sullivan. It's a 2v2 for the Union. Touch, sees Nathan Harriel. Great position, great finish. Keeps this low, beats Brad Guzan. Nothing Brad Guzan can do there. This was the first of 2 goals by Nathan Harriel. He would then go and score in his match against Columbus Crew, which came 2 games after this. So 2 goals in 3 games for Nathan Harriel. Fantastic finish, fantastic goal for the young Union right back. All right, so goal number 8 is Tai Baribo's goal against New England Revolution back in July. We're going to see Kai Wagner cross this ball into Tai Baribo, who finds himself in between the 2 center backs for New England Revolution. So Kai's going to go ahead, pick out this cross. Great touch here by Tai. Finish into the back of the net, puts the Union up 4-1, and yes, the cross is excellent. The touch, the finish, really, really good stuff by Tai. But what I really love is the Union had just conceded a goal to Ian Harkes, which made the score 3-1 to the Union. They conceded right at the start of the second half, and the Union did not want to concede that goal. It's a terrible goal that they conceded. But they show that they still care and that they have belief. And yes, it was a terrible summertime for the Union, terrible form, but they take advantage of a really, really poor New England Revolution team. Great ball forward there by Jack McGlynn into Kai Wagner. Great cross, great touch. But yeah, just showing that belief, showing that characteristic that we do have quality in this squad. And yeah, we didn't see it a lot during the 2024 season, but there were moments, and this was the start of the hot stretch for Tai Baribo leading up to Leagues Cup. Fantastic finish here by the Israeli striker, and it puts the Union up 4-1 in this game. Kevin Sullivan eventually came on, made his debut, youngest player in MLS history, and the Union won the game 5-1. All right, so goal number 7 comes courtesy by Quinn Sullivan in that same game against New England Revolution back in July. And so nobody picks up Jacob Glesnes here, and so he's just going to go ahead and advance with the ball forward. It's a forward pass into Quinn Sullivan here, who does well to touch this. Andrew Farrell doesn't close him down. Nobody from New England closes him down. Great shot from outside the 18-yard box from Sullivan. It's a powerful shot. It's great accuracy, and you say to yourself, wow, that's number 7. How many more goals could the Union score that were just as good as that goal? And the Union would wind up scoring 10 goals throughout the season outside the 18-yard box, which was tied for the 3rd most in MLS this season with Portland, Seattle, and New England. And we'll see a couple more goals outside the 18 by the Union this season. But yeah, it's a great hit here by Sullivan. Great pass forward by Jacob Glesnes. It's a good touch there by Quinn with his thigh. And again, just a lot of time and space. Nobody closes him down. The accuracy on that, great from Quinn Sullivan to come in at number 6. Goal number 6 is going to be Jack McGlynn's goal against Seattle Sounders back in April. This was the makeup game against the Sounders when the Union and Seattle tried to play back in March it was, but because of all the rain, the field got flooded. This game had to get postponed. And so we're going to see Kai Wagner with the corner kick towards Alejandro Bedoya here. He's going to run towards the near post, top of that 6-yard box, the corner there. Bedoya is actually going to get this ball trapped a little bit underneath him, and I don't know if that's exactly how the Union meant to draw this play up, and Bedoya is then just going to go ahead and lay the pass off to Jack McGlynn outside the 18-yard box, and McGlynn takes a touch, and then it's a terrific finish to make the score 3-1. Seattle still leading in this game. And so Wagner with the cross here to Bedoya. Ball gets trapped there, finds himself with the pass to Jack McGlynn, and that's a terrific finish there by Jack McGlynn, who had a fantastic season for the Union. This is 1 of 2 goals from the young American on this list. We'll see a goal of his a little bit later on in this episode. But yeah, that's a terrific finish there with a lot of traffic in front of him by Jack McGlynn. Like I said, the Union had scored 10 goals on this season in MLS play from outside the 18. Don't know if this is the best corner kick from Kai Wagner. Not sure this is how they meant to draw it up, but you can see a lot of traffic there for Jack McGlynn to have the vision to see the only place he could place this shot right there, the bottom corner. Terrific strike by Jack McGlynn. Makes the score 3-1 for the Union. Union wound up losing 3-2 against Seattle. So the fifth goal is going to come courtesy by Daniel Gazdag against Real Salt Lake back in April. And we're going to see Quinn Sullivan, Julian Carranza, Jack McGlynn, Daniel Gazdag all involved in this goal here. Daniel Gazdag with the ball here. He's going to go ahead with a pass into Julian Carranza. Carranza's going to go ahead and lay the pass off to Quinn Sullivan. Sullivan gets closed down, so he lays the pass off to Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn's shot gets blocked by Daniel Gazdag, but Quinn Sullivan keeps the ball alive, keeps the ball in play, and Daniel Gazdag gets back up on his feet with a fancy back heel finish. And so the pass forward, good hold-up play here by Julian, finds Quinn Sullivan, good closing down by Real Salt Lake. Daniel Gazdag blocks the shot. Quinn Sullivan keeps it alive, and fancy finish there by Daniel Gazdag. Behind the back heel finish. Yes, there was questions. Is Daniel Gazdag onside? Went to VAR. They looked. Daniel Gazdag onside. As you can see, the last defender kept him on here. Zach Mack, former Philadelphia Union goalkeeper, in net for Real Salt Lake in this game. Terrific goalkeeper. Gotta always mention the Maryland Terrapins, former Terp. But again, fantastic stuff here by Julian Carranza. Jack McGlynn with a shot outside the box. And you can see just Quinn Sullivan followed this up, played until the whistle, and that's what you're taught to do. Daniel Gazdag did not expect this shot to come in by Jack McGlynn, and Jim Curtin had said during the season, look, they had encouraged Jack McGlynn to take more shots outside the 18 with his left foot. He's a great player with shooting from distance, and as the season had went on, we had seen more and more shots outside the 18 by Jack McGlynn. Gets blocked there by Daniel Gazdag, but yeah, just good awareness here by Quinn Sullivan to cut this back to Daniel Gazdag. Gets up to his feet quick, backheels it, ties the game up 1 apiece. Union, though, would wind up losing 2-1. All right, so goal number 4 comes courtesy by Mikael Uhre against Atlanta United. Alejandro Bedoya, we're going to see highlighted here on this play. Going to go ahead and tackle the ball off of Thiago Almada. Yes, Thiago Almada did start the season with Atlanta United before he was sold in the summertime. Alejandro Bedoya does a good job here to win this ball back for the Union. Jack McGlynn with the ball loses it, but the ball's going to fall to Quinn Sullivan. Quinn Sullivan's going to go ahead, pass backwards to Jacob Glesnes. Jacob Glesnes is then going to play the ball out wide to Julian Carranza, who you can't see during this frame. He's out wide, eventually comes in to where it says Julian Carranza here on the screen. And so Sullivan collects the loose ball. First time pass out wide to Julian Carranza, who drops deep to get on the ball. Does well to keep this in play. And this is a total mispass here by Atlanta United. There was no reason to play this ball back here where nobody for Atlanta is here to get it. Mikael Uhre sees this, pounces on the loose ball, takes a touch here, left-footed finish, past Brad Guzan, 2-1. The score becomes. The Union eventually get the second goal with Kai Wagner, and right after Kai Wagner scores, they had a third goal which was ruled for offsides, and the Union, after being down 2-0, showed great fight against Atlanta United, a place where they've struggled over the years at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Again, just a terrible backwards pass here, and Mikael Uhre with enough speed here, great touch here, great finish though with the left foot. Right-footed player here, picks out his corner, beats Brad Guzan at his near post. Just really, really good stuff. And, you know, it was early enough in the season where you thought, okay, this could be a special season with this type of finish by Mikael Uhre. Brad Guzan not happy with the pass backwards there by his midfielder. Mikael Uhre and the Union take advantage of it, and the game ends 2-2. Goal number 3 is Mikael Uhre's goal against New York Red Bulls back in August. And this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, where I said a lot of my goals that I'm selecting in my top 10 have to do with the build-up play, how the Union created the goals. Yes, there may have been better finishes throughout this video than this one you're about to see with Mikael, but the next 2 goals, the build-up play was fantastic by the Union. It starts with Olivier Bizo going into Danley John Jock, and Danley John Jock splitting the midfield of the New York Red Bulls. Danley John Jock, this was his breakout game for the Union. This is what gives Union fans hope for the future because of how well he played against the Red Bulls on the night in Harrison. And so Olivier Bizo passes the ball right here to Danley John Jock. A lot of confidence for him to collect the ball in his own half of the field. And you'll see Complete midfield taken out of this play of the New York Red Bulls because of this pass by Danley into Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn collects the ball, sees that Mikael Uhre is 1v1 against Kyle Duncan. This is exactly where you want him here on this play. Cuts inside on his right foot. Fantastic finish outside the 18-yard box. Beats Carlos Quinnell at his near post. But it's the build-up play. As good of a finish as that was by Mikael Uhre, it's the pass by Danley into Jack McGlynn. And Jack McGlynn sees he has exactly what he wants in front of him. Mikael Uhre, 1v1 against the fullback. Mikael Uhre does the rest with the finish. But right here, it's the pass forward into Jack McGlynn. Jack McGlynn collects it, sees 1v1. Mikael Uhre, exactly what the Union want. Slows the play down, cuts inside on his right. Bad defending there by the Red Bull. Fantastic finish here by Mikael Uhre. And look, I know Mikael didn't have the season that a lot of fans would have hoped, but it's moments like this that give you hope. And we'll see what 2025 has in store for Mikael Uhre, but this was a fantastic goal from him. So goal number 2 is going to be Tai Baribo's goal against the Red Bulls in the very same game that we just saw the Mikael Uhre goal from. We're going to see Jack Elliott play this ball forward into Olivier Bizo. Bizo's going to beat John Tolkien to the 50-50 ball, which is going to be a header back to Alejandro Bedoya. Bedoya then plays the pass into Daniel Gazdag. Gazdag combines with Mikael Uhre, who eventually finds Tai Baribo with the pass. But again, it's the build-up play by the Union. They take advantage of just poor defensive mistakes by the Red Bulls in this game. Terrific ball by Jack Elliott. Header 1. Ball played forward will track the run of Tai Baribo here. But great link-up play here by the Union's front 3. Pass into Baribo, touch, shot outside the 18. Once again, Carlos Quinnell beaten at his near post. Union go on and win this game 2-0 against New York Red Bulls. Union took 4 points from the Red Bulls during the 2024 MLS regular season. But like we saw with Danley John Jock, started the passing for the Mikael goal. It starts with Jack Elliott here with the forward pass into Olivier Bizo. We'll see that replay here one more time. Terrific ball forward by Jack Elliott. This is exactly what the Union want from their center backs, and that's not going to change in 2025. Great ball forward, winning the 50-50 ball. And look, you can see the Union just pushing numbers forward. New York Red Bull midfielders get caught sleeping. Nobody tracks Alejandro Bedoya. Nobody tracks Daniel Gazdag, and both players are aware of that. Good touch by Bedoya. Good pass into Daniel Gazdag. Even better touch. And then Mikael Uhre, Tai Baribo, as the season had went on, their chemistry had got better and better with each other. They combined for some really, really nice goals towards the end of the season. They're a reason why the Union, gave fans hope and belief that they could make the playoffs because of the form they were in during August and September. The number 1 goal of the 2024 regular season for the Philadelphia Union, you guys knew it. It was Jack McGlynn's goal against DC United back on May 4th, where he shoots outside the box. Jose Martinez gets his play started with a pass forward into Alejandro Bedoya. Bedoya does a good job keeping the ball in play. Nathan Harriel follows up Bedoya with a run. DC United do a good job just taking away any passing options. The ball eventually gets played into Jack McGlynn, and it's a terrific finish from the young American outside the 18-yard box. But you can see Jack McGlynn, highlighted here on this still frame, starts this play at the touchline on the left side of the field, eventually comes all the way to the right to collect the pass from Nathan Harriel. It's a terrific finish by the young American. Ball played forward by Jose Martinez into Alejandro Bedoya. Does well to keep this in play. Nathan Harriel here to receive the pass back by Bedoya. Wants to play this one into the 18-yard box. DC does a good job closing the play down. Bedoya again wants to go forward into the box. DC does enough to close this down. You can see just really good defending by DC United. 3 players inside that 18 for the Union here. No options to really cross this in. Jack McGlynn doesn't have a big window to shoot this ball outside the 18, but he goes ahead, sets himself up, picks a top corner. Fantastic finisher by Jack McGlynn. Mikael Uhre cannot believe the finish, cannot believe what he just saw. Just like we saw in last year's video where Jose Martinez scored a screamer, Mikael Uhre gives us the same exact reaction here on this play. Cannot believe Cannot believe the strike from Jack McGlynn. He had himself a fantastic 2024 season with the Union, with the U.S. Youth National Team, getting selected to represent the U.S. at the Olympics in France this summer. Fantastic year from the young American, and got better as the year went on, and added a couple goals to his tally sheet this season for the Union. Great ball movement here by the Union. Picks his spot. Fantastic strike. No goalkeeper in the world is stopping this from Jack McGlynn. Takes that touch and sets himself up perfectly with that left foot, that magical left foot. Look at the bend on that ball. Fantastic power, fantastic finesse there, curving in the air. Top bins by Jack McGlynn. Have yourself a 2024 Jack McGlynn. Here's some more in 2025.